In a world of infinite possibilities, every now and then, the universe forces us to focus on just one, a single date circled on the cosmic calendar that just might be our final exam as a species. Okay, let's get into it. So let's get specific. The date is December 22nd, 2032. That's the day our planet has a scheduled appointment with a visitor from deep space, an asteroid they've named 2024 YR4. And these are the odds that the asteroid actually keeps that appointment. Now, I know what you're thinking. 2.1%? That sounds pretty small. But let me tell you, in the high-stakes game of planetary defense, 2.1% is a terrifyingly high number. It's the kind of probability that keeps scientists up at night. So, as you can imagine, scientists all over the world are in a race against time. They're tracking a threat that's only measured in tens of meters, but it's packing enough energy to cause absolutely unprecedented destruction. And just look at this list. This shows you the sheer global scale of what we're talking about. The potential impact zone stretches from South America all the way across Asia and deep into Africa. Where it'll land, if it does, is basically a deadly lottery. And the winning number is picked by something as simple as the exact timing of Earth's rotation. And if you think this is all just science fiction, well, history gives us a pretty chilling preview of the stakes. Back in 1908, that event happened in a really remote area. This time, the bullseye could be a major city. The loss of life? It would be staggering. So while our most powerful telescopes are pointed up at the sky tracking this thing, our greatest vulnerability isn't actually in space. Now, it's right here, on the ground. It's in the systems we've built, or maybe the ones we've failed to build, to actually work together. This quote really gets to the heart of the problem. It's talking about South Asia, but honestly, it reflects a global truth. When we're faced with a threat that doesn't care about our borders, our first instinct is to retreat into old political habits, to talk to our usual partners one-on-one, instead of coming together for some real global cooperation. This timeline here, it reveals a really alarming pattern. What you're seeing is that major steps towards regional cooperation don't come from planning ahead. They're almost always reactionary. They're only triggered by these overwhelming disasters. Action only ever seems to follow tragedy. Right. And this point is so crucial. Without a constant, pressing crisis, the political will to prepare just evaporates. But an asteroid isn't like a flood or an earthquake. By the time it's an immediate crisis, it's already way too late. So here we are. We've got a cosmic threat hurtling our way and a political system that seems paralyzed. What are our options? What's humanity's Hail Mary pass? Well, option one is the direct approach. We send something, basically a high-tech cannonball, to slam into the asteroid and just nudge it onto a different path. It's a high-stakes game of cosmic billiards, but NASA's DART mission actually proved it's possible. But, and this is a huge but, there's a major risk. What if we hit it too hard? Or what if the asteroid is weaker than we think? We could shatter it. We could turn one big, predictable problem into a deadly shotgun blast of hundreds of smaller fragments raining down all over the world. And on this point, the experts are totally unanimous. It doesn't matter if the mission is just to study the asteroid or to actually deflect it. No single country can do this alone. This requires a level of international partnership that, as we've already seen, we haven't really achieved yet. The strategy itself is pretty straightforward. We have a 4-step playbook. But here's the catch. Success in every single one of these steps, especially that last one, deflection, depends completely on having years of advance warning and an unwavering global commitment. In the end, our survival might not come down to how good our telescopes are or how powerful our rockets are. It might actually depend on the story we decide to tell ourselves about this challenge and the role we choose to play in it. Think about that for a second. In a very real way, we are all living in a real-time docudrama. The asteroid is the real event. And the script? Well, that's being written every single day by our actions or our inaction. And this slide just perfectly frames the choice we have in writing our own story. Do we focus only on the spectacle, the approaching rock, the science, the chaos? Or do we focus on the characters, on us, on our choices, our conflicts, and how we decide to rise to the occasion? This is where we are. Right now, we are living in the before. This is the first act of the movie, the part of the story where the characters, that's all of us, still have the power to change the ending. So the clock is ticking down to December 2032. And every choice we make, every meeting that's held, every treaty signed or ignored is another line in our collective script. Our future is hanging on the answer to one profound, final question.
At the end of the day, Asteroid 2024 YR4 is just a rock. It's impartial. It's not good or evil, it's just physics. The real test is us. The universe has given us a deadline, and what we do before that deadline expires will define humanity for generations. The final scene hasn't been written yet. The question is, what story will we choose to tell?